All right, man, we in here. Check out the NBA Talk playlist for more NBA related videos. Check out the NBA One on One for NBA live streams. You want to get the live stream notifications? We do go live. Hit the bell, hit the subscribe button next to the bell icon. Next to subscribe is the bell icon. Hit all notifications, increase chance and notifications. You can customize them however you feel. But apparently, James Harden don't like the great borough, Brooklyn, in the great city, New York City, and he tied to Kyrie, you know. And the word on the street is he be trying to get to Philadelphia with old Daryl Morey. So talk about it. Check out the NBA Talk playlist once again for more videos like this. So so the sources, Bleach Report, explain why James Harden would welcome a new scenery next season. So apparently he said a lot of stuff here. I'm gonna read it. He ain't like Brooklyn, just all types of stuff. You know, he missed being in Houston and what the city Houston got. James Harden is not a winning basketball player. He is the same thing as Russell Westbrook. They care about stats. They got very low IQ. They suck in the clutch. You know, and a lot of people owe Kevin Durant an apology for dealing with these and dragging these two busters to the NBA Finals. Okay, he do. You know, because anytime the game get big, he shrink. Whether it was Golden State for many years, whatever it was, OKC, we thought that was just okay. He going in the finals with LeBron in Miami. We thought that was an anomaly, but that's been the trend of his whole career. You know, we seen him lose, NBA conference finals and go to the strip club and be at the liquor store buying liquor. He don't care about winning. Him and Westbrook hate to throw Westbrook in there. They like the lifestyle more than women winning. I hope they don't like the lifestyle more than women, but I mean winning. All right. He says the NBA calendar approaches the February 10th trade deadline. Word, trade. I'm tripping. Word has it circulating around the league about James Harden increased interest in testing the open market this summer and how impending free agency is impacting the Philadelphia 76ers asking price for Benjamin Simmons. Okay. Make sure I can see this. All right, we good. In his 13-year career, Harden has never been a free agent. By all accounts, the former MVP has cleared intentions to reach unrestricted free agency for the first time, even if that would lead him back to the Nets. Harden remains invested in competing for a title in Brooklyn this season, according to multiple sources with knowledge of the situation. But Harden has recently informed several confidants, including his former teammates and coaches, of an interest in exploring other opportunities outside of Brooklyn this summer, league sources told Bleach Report. Quote, James isn't going to hold back, said a person familiar with Harden. He's going to tell you where he stands. Quote, Harden has been vocal to Nets figures in close contacts alike about his frustration regarding Kyrie Irving part-time playing status, a recent injury to Kevin Durant, and exacerbated the issue, leaving Harden to shoulder the majority of the offensive burden during the Brooklyn home games. So my thing is this, bro. I mean, ain't this the same dude who carried the load in Houston? How you a great player and you crying about the load? You know, how you a great player and you crying about shouldering the load? You know what I'm saying? You did the same thing in Houston. You only good for the regular season, so you better carry something. Because you don't carry nothing in the playoffs, especially past the second round. Nets coach Steve Nash fluid rotations have disappointed Harden. Sources told Bleacher Report Nash has favored hot hand closing lineups rather than a fixed crunch time unit. Now, you can't get mad at that neither. You know, he going with the flow of the game, you know, and we all know you ain't clutch, especially in the playoffs. He says this new city could also be an issue. According to multiple sources, Harden has not enjoyed living in Brooklyn compared to his days as a Central Houston, as the Central Houston magnet. So, I mean, obviously, Houston is a booming city, bro. So, hope y'all know that. Outside of the exchange in climate, the chasm between the state taxes in New York versus Texas is quite obvious as well. True, no state taxes in Houston, but they get it. For people don't understand how to work, they get it other ways. Like in Michigan, we don't have a food tax. All right, so in Houston, they would tax food as far as food that you buy that's already packaged, not cooked. So not fast food. You can't use your EBT at the to buy hot food and hot food in the place neither. So, but it was said, quote, to be clear, there has been no trade request. A net 60 deal is highly unlikely to materialize prior to the deadline. Yet Harden appearing openness to joining Joel Embiid united with Philadelphia President Daryl Morey will loom over the Sixers trade conversation for Simmons these next 3 weeks. A potential signing trade for Simmons this offseason was noted by Bleacher Reports back in early December. They should go ahead and just do it, bro. It'll give Brooklyn somebody that'll be long term, right? They neither one of them showing the playoffs. Somebody could defend and just figure it out down the back end. But Philadelphia is the dumbest franchise of all time. Why not trade something, get something for them? They're doing the same thing Houston doing with Deshaun Watson. Everybody that really requests a hard trade like this in the NBA get traded, especially with that All-Star. Daryl Morey's an idiot. You know, he's an idiot. We all know that. He don't know nothing about basketball. And putting James Harden with Joel Embiid was the same thing with Ben Simmons. You got James who don't show up in the playoffs, Joel who can't stay in shape, who can't stay healthy in the playoffs. I mean, like I said before, the process. How long does it take to process a payment? How long does it take to process a video game? How long does it take to complete processes in the gym if you circuit training? Get out of here. The process is what you call it. It's beyond pending. It's damaged. It's beyond repair. If Harden were to reach the free agency teaming with Embiid in Philadelphia, would present one of the few situations that could offer Harden a similar chance to capture a championship he desired. It doesn't. Since his Rocket days, Dwayne Wade's 3 titles have long been somewhat of a self-imposed benchmark for Harden's career. His connection to Morey is clear, and Harden is also known to hold a relationship with Michael Rubin, a Sixers limited partner who bought the minority share of the team in 2011. Philadelphia is not necessarily holding on to Ben Simmons to acquire Harden this summer, sources said, but it seems both the Sixers front office and Harden himself are viewing the potential marriage as a backstop for their representative futures. Philadelphia officials and executives across the league continues to monitor Bradley Beal's status in Washington. They ain't gonna help you neither. Come on. So of course, for any sign of trade that happens, Brooklyn will need to be a willing participant. Harden ever does formally communicate his interest in playing somewhere else this summer, the Nets will likely be hard pressed to find a greater return for Harden than Simmons, assuming Simmons can rediscover his All-Star form. Simmons, after all, was the Rockets runner-up offer for Harden a year ago, and the Sixers have signaled a willingness to attach additional assets to acquire players such as Harden or Damian Lillard, excuse me. For Simmons to be dealt now, as his camp clearly hopes will materialize, Philadelphia has remained primarily engaged with Atlanta, Sacramento of late. League sources confronting Bleacher the Kings have shown a willingness to take back Tobias Harris' contract in addition to Simmons. It's something that the Sixers asked. The Hawks, however, are uninterested in acquiring Harris in order to land Simmons at this time. They have been searching for a third team to function as a trade partner, source told Bleacher Report. And the 76ers continue to hold firm in their lofty asking price with that Harden-sized elephant always in the room. Both Atlanta and Sacramento have emerged with strong suitors for my Pistons, Detroit Pistons. Check my Detroit channel out, Motor City Sports Talk right on YouTube. That's Motor City Sports Talk right here on YouTube. For Jeremy Grant, Source Told Bleacher Report, the Hawks and Kings join the list of teams that includes the Lakers, Trailblazers, Knicks, Jazz, Timberwolves, amongst others. The Bulls have continued to exploring avenues to land Grant without sacrificing prize, sweet man, Patrick Williams, sources said. While there has been no direct indication on a particular trade framework for Atlanta's pursuit of Grant, the Hawks have grown more active in searching for a new home for John Collins, sources said. And Collins' salary works in direct swap for Grant. We don't need Collins. That's swapping a strength for a strength. We don't need Collins. Oh, we don't take Collins. Don't need him. We need a big guy. We need a real point guard. The Kings are said to have removed De'Aaron Fox and Hilbert from any ongoing trade conversation, though Marvin Bagley has consistently drawn interest from Detroit. That is true. Executives around the league are still waiting for the NBA trade market first major domino to fall. Simmons recently labeled one of the general managers as the linchpin of this deadline because it seems as clear as ever that Philadelphia won't budge unless rival offers can surpass a possibly bearded running mate for Embiid coming July. So, like I said before, man, this dude's a spoiled little B.I.B.I. Y'all talking about Ben Simmons, rightfully so. You know, this dude don't want to win. This dude, I mean, if you don't like Brooklyn, what mean you gonna like Philadelphia? So, for them to go around, that's true about their sources. For people to go around and say, well, he don't like Brooklyn. No, this about Brooklyn, that about Brooklyn. He really ain't interested in playing in Brooklyn. Right. You're like, okay. But you going to Philadelphia, it's pretty much damn near the same. It's pretty much the same. A lot of things bunched in. Brooklyn is gentrified and Philadelphia, a great city, but they both on the East Coast. They both cold. Where did Philadelphia get you closer than truly, like really, really closer than Brooklyn, honestly? You know what I'm saying? You in New York City, the capital of media in America. I mean, if the real problem, Kyrie, I feel you on that. But you a great player. You've been carrying the load the whole the whole the whole career since you've been in Houston. You got Dwight Howard removed. You got Dwight Howard removed. So that's what I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand like him crying about the low. He probably just tired of Kyrie. He probably just tired of him and his stance on whatever his stance is. And he tired of him. Crying about carrying the load, this, that, and the third. Bro, you did that your whole time in Houston. I don't get that. He probably just mad at Kyrie's decision, which I don't blame him. Like, bro, he said he ain't against jab, the jab. He said that. He said he ain't against getting it. He said he against people having the right to choose. He against people not having the right. Well, okay. James Harden don't like that. I ain't mad about it. It is what it is, but I ain't also his teammate. But James Harden don't like it. But that is what it is. Can't get mad at him. He got a preference. He probably don't want to be there. Then he not working now. You look at his numbers. James Harden should be, his name should not be synonymous with championship caliber championship at all. He not about winning. He not about winning. That's a fact. This season, since they took away his little bump foul, he trash. He trash. Shooting less than 35% from the three. It's my chihuahua. Shh. He shoot less than 42% from the field. Trash. He not somebody you want to say, oh, Harden might be the missing piece, or Harden might be a 1-2 punch with Joel Embiid for a championship. No, he not. He don't care about winning. He love the lifestyle more than the game. He loves the 150s and big old titties and booties more than the game. He loved drinking that yak, allegedly, more than the game. He loved the lifestyle. I don't blame him. Everybody's not driven for a championship like Michael Jordan, LeBron. Everybody don't feel the need to obtain that championship. He knew before coming to Brooklyn that he been to Brooklyn before. I'm pretty sure. He know what Brooklyn likes, so he knew he was coming to. He thought he was gonna get an easy championship and bounce. And championships don't come easy. And Kevin Durant injured, now he gotta do everything himself. Well, it's tough beans, bro. Tough. Shame on you that you gotta step up and contribute to the championship caliber team. That you gotta do something on yourself. I might have been traded this bum. He'd be traded already because last year he was injured for the championship run, right? Kyrie injured every year for the playoffs. Come on, let's stop playing dumb. But he, and this dude don't ever show up in the playoff. He upsetting, bro. Like, you have preferences. Just go play for Indiana or go back to Houston to put up numbers. Why not? You don't want to win. You care more about lifestyle and leaking. His agents leak stuff like this. Agents leak stuff like he thought he was gonna come here, get a quick 2 championships and bounce. That's what he wanted. He thought he was about to do. What LeBron tried to do in Miami. But it took time for LeBron and them to form that cohesiveness. It takes time for them to build that cohesiveness. It takes time. You're going to bump your head before you win. These dudes trying to buy championships. They trying to buy them instead of earning them. I don't like Brooklyn. I don't like Kyrie. I'm mad KD injured. Oh, I don't like the Steve Nash. Go with go with the high hand and not the fixed rotation. Shit, look at you. Your hand's cold. Coldest Russell Westbrook, at the elbow. Coldest Russell Westbrook from the 3-point line. He's a bum. James Harden has always been a stat pattern bum. He's been a great regular season player. He Peyton Manning without the pizzazz. They great in the regular season, but he hasn't developed that grit, or he never developed that taste, that real starvation, that real thirst for winning. That's the difference. Peyton struggled in the playoffs too, but he worked hard. He dedicated himself to winning and at least getting the championship. James Harden don't care nothing about a winning champion. If he did, he'd have came in this season in shape. He had to play himself into shape, and he's still playing himself into shape. Come on, why not come in this season, take a quick rest, take a quick trip to Rome, take a quick trip to the Caribbean, Jamaica, whatever. U.S. Virgin Islands, Dominican Republic, South Florida, and come back and get ready for a championship. He don't care about no one. He care more about what comes with it than winning. He going to be one of those players that fall off a cliff. It's not going to be a gradual or a little bit of the decline like LeBron. He just going to be balling one day like he is now. Well, he ain't really. He's just going to drop off. People don't leak this out about, or don't allow this to leak and tell people knowing they're going to leak it, or tell their agent, or whatever the hell happened in this situation when you thirsting for a championship. If Brooklyn was smart, they kick him to the curb. They call Philadelphia, let's swap it out right now. And throw me something in for my problem. You get that out the way right now. The way he came in this season, out of shape, the way he playing, now he complaining. Get him out of Brooklyn, bro. Get him out. I don't care what KD feel about it. But he thought he was going to get a quick championship in Brooklyn and go live his life in the city that he want to play in. And that ain't happening, buddy. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live, drop a video. Shout out the NBA Talk players for more videos like this for my live stream. Check my NBA one-on-one players. I'm really ramp it up right after the All-Star break for sure with the live streams. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, $sign CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Appreciate that. Best way to donate, comment, thumbs up, all that stuff. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram if you want to reach out for a video request, business question, inquiry, sponsorship, whatever it may be. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.